The whole idea of really spreading the knowledge and creating those communities and connections of people who have like-minded ideals, who have like-minded passions, and so that way they can build networks and they build communities, and it ripples out. It's like throwing a stone in a pond. It just all creates a ripple effect.
Our current economic system an industrial system is based on the extraction of natural resources that are finite. And what we see when we buy products is really only a fraction of what we extract from the earth in terms of natural resources. And we are already, I think, at 2.5 Earth in terms of the resources that we do consume. So clearly that isn't sustainable because we only have one Earth.
Well, I think that every opportunity I have to speak with young people about the environment is one I need to take, because oftentimes people are already exploring a career path and they're very committed to it because they haven't been exposed to other opportunities. So I don't want to wait until someone's already in graduate school to share what I know. I want to make sure that I'm able to touch people as early in their collegiate careers as possible. The short of it is that incineration, which is just burning waste, is now in many ways being rebranded as waste to energy.
The majority of the population around the world is so concerned with very immediate issues like your health or your unemployment or not having the economic basis that you need, or student loans, that issues that are sort of in the distant future are not a high priority. So that, I believe, is the reason why we need to keep the discussion and going and make sure that everyone knows that there are already consequences to climate change, for example.
I think for everybody to do whatever they can do, we've got people who collect rainwater to water their gardens with, so they don't use regular tap water for that. You know, trying to recycle all you can. Recycle, you know, your trash, any paper, any glass, any plastic. Do whatever you can to minimize, you know, solid waste that goes into the landfill area, and just doing whatever you can along the way not to pollute. Maybe you minimize the fertilizer on your yard.
So I think that conferences and festivals and things get people excited and energized and ready to go out and make change, and I think that's what's important, because sometimes you don't have the motivation that you need, but at conferences like these you get the motivation you need.
I think the other thing that would really help would be maybe writing to your representatives, to congressmen and senators, and just asking them to, you know, to be more aware of the environment and to do more to protect, you know, our planet here.
Businesses can make a huge change, and how every small choice that a business makes can improve the social impact and the environmental impact, and because you're not just one person making one change, your decisions affect everyone around you.
I think everybody should celebrate our planet. This is a beautiful place we live. I've spent 44 days up in space, and people will ask me, so where do you prefer, space or Earth? And it's like, well, it's not even a contest. Earth. This is where you want to live. This is where your family is, your friends, beautiful streams, lakes, mountains. This is where you want to live, and this is what we have to protect. And I think you saw in our audience today, we had a lot of young students that come to these programs, and this is going to be their generation, that hopefully we can educate them and put these values on them to take care of our planet, and we'll turn it over to them, and hopefully that they can turn around, you know, some of the mistakes that my generation, you know, might have made here on the planet.